So I'm glad we had a chance to record this a couple days after the game ended, because if we had recorded right after, this whole show would have been a whole different level of emotions. Let's put it like that. I was extremely angry.
And I wasn't.
Okay, first of all, let's explain why you weren't angry, because everybody I talked to was furious.
I was disappointed, but this happens, Sabrina. You got to know who you're dealing with. I know the belly of the beast of the command. This happens. This happens all the time. This is why I wasn't. And Sabrina, we're going to get to the game. I would rather us get the pieces we need and work out these gaps in our game plan, period, than to go to the playoff and lose one and we're one and done. I would rather us get it together now, sit back, relax, add the pieces, get all the new coaching, get more players, the pieces we need, then go. So do I want to ever lose to the Cowboys? Absolutely not. But this exposes your holes.
Okay, so what you just said, I partially disagree with, but we kind of talked about this a little bit. When you start the season 7-2, although unexpected, although we weren't expected to do much this year, when you start 7-2, being 7-5 at this point is very disappointing. Losing to the Cowboys is very disappointing.
That's the worst.
Losing to the Cowboys at home is
that's the worst
level of disappointing.
I'm not
losing to the Cowboys at 2-3 and whatever is another level of disappointment. Losing to the Cowboys at 3-something with Cooper Rush as the quarterback is level 4 of disappointment. There are layers like onions of disappointment. We've had this pattern of not finishing games, not taking advantage of opportunities. Against the Steelers, we went by 10 and we lost. Against the Eagles, they couldn't do nothing and we did nothing with the ball and we lost. Against the Cowboys, they should have never had the lead at any point and we lost. It's a pattern of not taking advantage of opportunities, and I don't recognize who this team is anymore. I think it changed when Jayden got hurt. I said that before, and I don't think we've been the same since that time.
Nope.
The defense keeps giving us opportunities and we don't know what to do with it. And it's amazing. The offense is good. The defense stinks. The defense is like the last couple of weeks. Well, not good, but better. The offense does nothing. I am frustrated. I don't know how you couldn't be. I understand when it's a divisional game, it can go either way. I just don't understand.
I'm not gonna let them work me up. I'm getting older now, Sabrina. I don't want to be on no medications. They're gonna give you a heart attack if you keep it y'all. I mean, even with my crew that I went with, it was Imani, my cousin, my favorite football cousin besides Sabrina. That's Sabrina on my dad's side. Imani is my mom's side.
Right.
But cursing, I never heard her have a potty mouth in my life. She was ripping them, and I'm like, Imani, calm down. It's a game. She was shaking. She was so mad.
That's how I felt. I was pacing. Okay, let's let the people know we were both at the stadium, you and I. Gwen surprised me. I'm there with my family, and I look up, and Gwen is staring me in my face. I'm like, what are you doing here? We were both at the game, so we saw the debacle in person.
There's no getting around it, Sabrina. We had an opportunity to win that game, and it starts with. I'm gonna go back. Let's get to the football part right here. Let's go. You ready? Let's go.
Right.
This started. We can blame this on a lot of things, but I'm gonna go way deep when I talk about this one. Mm-hmm. They should never change the rule on extra points. Remember, they changed the rules on where you can kick the extra point from. So since they changed the rule, guess how many extra points? The percentage. Before and after.
What's the percentage?
The percentage before of extra point conversions was 93%.
Wow.
So for every 100 kicks, they only missed 7. Guess what it is now?
70-something?
72.
No, that's a major
exactly.
difference.
They done changed how, and you get that extra point. So I remember back in the day when they would score, I would go to the bathroom. My commercial break started after they got in the end zone because it was almost an automatic. Now you got to sit there and come on. And let's just keep it real, Sabrina. Let's go to the second part and interject whenever you feel it's best. There are those folks that say after he missed the first one, when we scored, we should have won for 2 points on this. Before he missed the second one.
No.
Where do you land with that?
Saibert, earlier in the season when we got him, he had not missed any field goals at all. I mean, may have missed one extra point. I don't remember. But in other words, he was very accurate. Very. He got hurt. He was out for a couple of weeks and we brought in Gonzalez. Fine. He did fine. Saibert comes back. And to me, I don't think that my kicker is going to miss 2 extra points. It's so rare to miss them to begin with. If you miss one, he got it out of his system. I think in that instance, you definitely go for one. You definitely go for one. It's up to the snapper, the holder, and the kicker to just, it should be like clockwork to hit it and to convert it. I don't blame the coaches on that. I blame execution. I don't know what's going on. It's something happening. They need to start praying up in there or going on a fast or something up in that stadium, because this ain't going right.
It was trajectory. It was the holder. It was the snapper. It was just a perfect storm of y'all not going to get this 1 point. And to me, that's what turned the tide. It's like, here we go. And when he missed it again, because, I mean, when Terry caught that ball with 30, you know, my oldest son said, bless his heart, my Edemo, he said, Mom, y'all Commander fans, because he is a Cowboys fan. Y'all can't lead a game before the clock is 4 zeros. Yeah. Because with 30 seconds left, you don't know what's liable to happen. And if he ain't never lied, those stands started emptying out when they scored that last, right before we scored the Terry run, the stands were emptying out. And then he scores. Then everybody is huddled up right there by the entrance because they turn around or they even hear the noise from the parking lot and they want to come back in. It's crazy. So now you thinking, we got this now. And when he missed that extra point, I think everybody was deflated. Even the offense, because look, they turned around and scored again.
Yeah, and I know when Terry scored that touchdown and everybody was erupting, I looked at my husband, I said, he's going to miss the extra point. Watch this. And you could feel it. The way the game was going, you could feel stuff like that happening. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. It's just one of those stupid games that it just should have never gone that way. We had the point spread or we were predicted to win by 10 points. Yeah. 10 points. And they beat us by 10. It should never have happened. Never. Your favorite boy, St. Juice, got burnt like toast again.
No. And Sabrina, let me don't put that on me. Sabrina, let me holler at you. You got the bleep ready? Because I'm about to, here go the name. Right. Thank you, Imani. She calls him Saint and I love it. I shouldn't say those type of words, but I love it. Because every game, Sabrina. Wait a minute. Where's Lattimore? Why would you pick him up before the trade and not play him?
Right. Okay. Here's my thing.
You knew he was injured when you got him because they got to do, you know how you do that? You buy a car and you got to do that checklist of all the things working and not working. They knew he was hurt when they acquired him. What's up with that?
And that's my thing. If you know a player is hurt and you need him in that position, if he's 1 week away from coming back on the field, you do get him. If he's at the most 2 weeks, what's this been 3-4 weeks now?
When you got a ham sandwich, you never know when it's gonna heal.
Yeah, that
you know what I'm saying. I know it's hamstring, y'all. I'm trying to be funny. When you got a ham sandwich, you never know when it's gonna heal. That's week to week. So I would have been like, well, I could just get him in the off season because we almost there.
Yeah, that to me, that was crazy. I'm sure they have greater insight than we do. They see something that we don't. I just know that is a position that we need great help in. And every week he's listed as out. Every week he's listed as out. Another thing that went wrong in the game too, we didn't talk about. B-Rob went down early sometime in the first quarter. He got hurt and got twisted up.
Well, after back there, we good. I mean, I miss B-Rob, but I feel like
Eckler is an efficient runner, but I think B-Rob is more of a battering ram. He's more aggressive. Right. And so I feel like when he went down, that was a loss to the team as well. Eckler's great, but he's not the same type of a runner to me as B-Rob is. Also, we blaming the kicker, but one of our tight ends, I can't remember who it was, Jayden put the ball in his hands and he dropped it. It was either Bates or Ertz, one of them, and then
probably was Ertz.
Because it ended up being a turnover, and Dallas got 7 off of it.
Come on now, Sabrina. Like, how are we supposed to win when these things keep happening? We got to shore up the line, and then I figured it out that the OL is a little better, but not because Jayden got to put on his skates to keep from getting hurt. You got this off season, we see the potential to win. Yeah, but I was on our side with our scheduling. Let's keep it real. We see the potential to win. It's time to show up and get some people from that draft, do some trades, put the money on the line, because it's a great segue into the next story. But wait, let's go back really quick. Didn't we say this was going to happen? Every time they win, now we got to live with these obnoxious. You know what? This is going to be a good lesson for Jayden. This is first year in the DMV. See how DMV was before they wasn't winning, and now they winning. See how ridiculous they acting. I done got emails. My sister-in-law had a nerve to make a video at the stadium. I was so appalled. I was mad. I left her butt to talk about. She making videos. This is my house, and then they like with it was a great meme this week. Sabrina, can you put it right here? This is just how they act. We said this two videos ago. They like roaches when the light come on. And like come off. They got we won. We could come out now, fellas.
Yeah, I experienced the exact same thing. This one lady, and she's a notorious Cowboys fan, which is fine, whatever.
It is.
And I logged into my Instagram, and I haven't heard from this lady all year. And I'm not joking, not once about football. Other things, yes. Football, no. I logged in. The first thing I see from her, yeah, y'all Bama's, we got y'all in your own house. Y'all know I wasn't going to let this go. Let me tell you something. If the roles were reversed, and she's gonna
block you as soon as they lose, Sabrina.
And we were struggling like this, and we beat them, I would be so grateful for that one little win. I wouldn't be like on nobody Cowboys page, hooting and hollering and be like, yeah, look what we did. That is embarrassing.
It's terrible.
It's embarrassing that we lost, but it's embarrassing that they would come out of the woodworks like that for that win. I would just be humbling, like, okay, we won. You know what I'm saying? They have no sense of humility whatsoever.
So again, we got to sit here and take it because it happened. Hopefully, the last game of the year we show up better on their turf. But I'm just to the point where I'm not gonna get excited in my energy because we need some more. It's too many pieces missing for me to think we super bound. I'm not ridiculous. It could happen. It would have been great to go. We probably still gonna go, but we're gonna be in a wild card spot. So it's like.
Yeah, right now we're still in 7th seed for the NFC playoffs. So the closest team behind us is the Cardinals, and I think we're a game and a half or so ahead of them since we already beat them. So right now we do at least have a spot, but it's just from 3 weeks ago, major difference. We were the number 2 seed, now we're number 7. We're just trying to hold on. I think the division has been won by the Eagles. Let's talk about the Eagles. Okay?
No. Let's keep it real. What? We're gonna talk about the Eagles. We're gonna talk about Saquon.
Okay, yeah.
That's the word of the week. What's the word of the week, boys and girls? Saquon. Because Sabrina, I knew I went crazy. I hope Sabrina can play this footage, but it was called Hard Knocks.
Just on the Saquon thing.
I just got a text that Chicago's driving the price up and Philly's out. I don't know if that's true or not. Which I don't know if I'll make a couple of calls. I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but
I'm gonna have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. As I've told you, just being honest. I've been around enough players, so but he's the most popular player we have by far.
Yeah. Saquon.
Yeah, what's up?
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm chilling. Just chilling with the fam.
You in Jersey right now?
Yeah, I'm in right now.
Yeah. How's the off season been? You doing anything?
Yeah, I've been good. Traveled a little bit, but just trying to get back into the grind of off-season trainings.
Yeah. All right. So I just talked to Ed Barry, and I think just mulling over this, the right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is. I don't want to do the franchise thing or all that stuff again. I don't want to go through that. We've both been through that. If you really want to be a Giant for life and you're interested in staying here and coming back, just see what your market is and then have Ed come back to us and we'll see if we can come to an agreement.
All right, I appreciate that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Can you give me your word on that, or you're not going to give us a chance?
What do you mean? Like circling back?
Yeah.
I mean, I already told you where I want to be, so. Okay.
All right, well, let's do that. We'll go out and see what the market says. I think it's the right thing to do. I love you, man. I appreciate everything you did for the organization. The 2 years I was here, and I'm not saying we're not going to get something done, but I think it's right if for some reason it doesn't work out that you know that the organization thinks the world of you and everything you've done. But hopefully, you go out there, you see the market, and you say, you know what, I want to be here, and you give us a shout back.
All right, I appreciate you.
All right, Saquon, I'll talk to you. All right, bye.
And they was having that conversation. And me and my football IQ was like, I know they ain't about to do what I think they're going to do. They're going to take the chance of letting him go. Now, it would have been best. And like I said before, they didn't trade him. They released him.
Right.
And if I was just thinking, man, being the Eagles was missing some pieces. See, that's one thing I love about the Eagles. I'm just gonna say this. They tend to
wait. Don't use that phrase. Say that differently.
Well, that's one thing I admire about the GM or whoever is doing the picking and choosing and maneuvering, because they tend to fix their issues. Yeah. At least they get the pieces to fix it. Now, whether it works out in their favor, that's another story. But can you say, what's the word, mofo, mess around and find out? Saquon letting everybody know, don't ever doubt me. Don't ever put nobody in front of me. Because when I tell you that Bama flipping over backwards on people, running, how many y'all see he had by himself, Sabrina?
He had 302 yards by himself against the Rams. Some teams don't get there for offense in a game. Okay, collectively, he got 300 plus by himself.
Talk about mess around and find. I said, Quan ain't having it.
Yeah,
to me, he's number one MVP race because
wow,
the MVP is the most valuable player on a team. What would this team be? Look at where they were last year. They were still winners, but they are handling beating people this year. I just got to put him and Lamar and, of course, my homeboy in this running now.
Yeah.
But Saquon, that's what we're going to say, Saquon being.
Yeah, I agree. He is. That's a great point that you made. He is their most valuable player right now because just like the Giants, and I said he put the Giants on his back, he's putting the Eagles on his back, but in a winning way because, like you said, he has a few pieces around him to do well, and he has a great offensive line as well. So, yeah, Saquon is a big problem. And the Eagles are leading our division, I think, by 3 games now, with 5 or 6 games left. So I think they're going to be the NFC's champions unless they completely fall apart.
Which ain't going to happen.
But back to the old Giants with Saquon. They got rid of Saquon, right? And kept Mr. Daniel Jones, who we haven't discussed.
What's the second word of the day? Can you say Tootsie?
Okay, look, so those who didn't watch last week, let me throw this in here real quick.
And with the $1 million question, how many licks do it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Because them Giants looking like some suckers. Daniel Jones done stuffed them up without a pew-pew, because it's like, what in the world would make them, for one thing, we know why they benched them. He should know, because they did this with Russell last year. They bench you to save you, to trade you. Can you say Tipsy? Because, man, Sabrina, they looking like epic fails.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, too, the way they handled that. They kept Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley, and now, look, he done got sat down by DeVito, and now he's not even on the team anymore. Most people say that he requested to be let go.
Yeah, see, I would have. Come on, you ain't gonna fire me. I see the writing on the wall. Let me go, because then I can pick. You can't send me to the Anacostia, whatever Indians. I need to go to the team I want to choose. You know what I mean? Because I knew what they was about to do when they benched them. So we told them, they benched you to rescue and save you, to trade you. And he probably in his petty mode. Y'all ain't get no money off of me. But I just remember when he came to the league, I think the Giants were so in love with Eli. Yeah, on this one. And Daniel Jones was coached by the same quarterback coach that Eli, the same pedigree, the same program. So when he was at Duke, you ain't hear nothing about this boy. But all of a sudden, he gets in the NFL, and they take him first over Haskins. Now, I thought Haskins was going to be the first quarterback to go in that round, but he wasn't. Yeah. I'll keep up with me, y'all. So they take him. They was too in love with the magic of Eli. That's what we're going to call this part. They was too in love with Eli. So they just thought, deja vu is going to happen for us again. But Jones let them see that was a different type of DNA in the Manning boys, So this is where we are. So I think that's why they They gave him all that money. They picked him first, gave him all that money. And when it came down to picking him over Saquon, they still went with him, even though his track record was what then Sabrina? 20 and
Oh yeah, he was under 500 overall, I believe.
come on, he not even 500. It's no way. I would have figured it out. I would have said I would have told Don Jones, you're gonna eat some pork and beans or something. We're gonna have to redo your contract because we need to keep Barkley. Or something would have been sacrificed.
Right.
Something. You don't let a caliber player like that go because we all fit in there. He done tore up the whole division and then handed the Eagles, them suckers, them tootsies, done handled the Eagles, the whole division with that one move, letting him go. I would have did it. Even if the Eagles didn't offer me the most money, I would have took it just the monkey stomp their butts twice a year until I decide to leave.
Right.
Come on, now you don't get nobody the ammunition for the gun.
Right, and especially somebody that's been your enemy for the whole time. You gonna be your enemy. Here you go. Yeah, no.
Come on now. So I think that's what happened. I thought about it. I was like, do you think they still in love with Eli or they got magic? Because it makes sense. He came from the same coach, the same, you know what I'm saying? But that DNA is different. He is not Eli. He is Daniel Jones.
I need to snap my fingers on that. That was a good segment on you. I like that. The fact
I'm Sabrina. I'm tired of sitting around. We got to get to the nitty gritty. These people, millions and billions of dollars, make better decisions because you hire me. I will be the consultant. Just all at me before you do some of this.
What
and we're going to think it through. We're going to think it through. Call Spice and Hill. Sabrina going to be the analyst and I'm going to be the humor. But you better not.
Yeah.
Take a fork in all of us in the NFC East. We are done.
You mean as far as winning the division?
Winning the division is a wrap.
It's done. Yeah.
Well, I got more rap than Reynolds on this part, but it's a wrap. You heard me? So now, what's left for the Commanders? Next step in 2 seconds.
Okay.
1 minute, Sabrina. Next step.
Okay, so we got a stadium update. They passed the next step in getting the stadium back to DC, right?
I'm about to put my money in. I'm about to put my name on the list. I'm going back to DC, y'all.
They keep losing like this. Ain't gonna be no list. But anyway, they did.
It'd be better for me.
They approved the next.
I'll be sitting on the 50-yard line.
So yeah, we'll see. It's still more hurdles to go with that, but that was a major hurdle, a major step in getting the team back into the city, because that's something that we've all wanted. The infrastructure's there, the subway's there, the parking's there. They can just implode it and start over. So anyway,
you mean Titans next Sunday, and I'm on pins and needles for that. Then after that, I'm going to the Big Easy. We having a gumbo go takeover in the Big Easy. Everybody come. I got a flight for under $300 coming and going. Let's do this, y'all. It's called a Gumbo Go Festival.
Wow, that'll be a lot of fun for you all.
Yes.
Definitely not going. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's the next 2 games, and then we have a bye. But yeah, overall, if you're saying what's next, big picture, like you say, we got to address those needs. What are the needs you feel like we need to address? Which anybody that watches the team knows what they are. But what needs?
We need another wide receiver, a better tight end, and a corner and a safety. I'm okay with the 9. If Wagner can put some Bengay on them knees, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said except the tight end. I think the tight ends are young. They're a nice size. They can be coached.
Sabrina.
No, they need to work on these, on them hands.
Sabrina.
No, I'm good with the tight ends.
Say no young.
I'm talking about Bates. I'm talking about Sinnett, whatever you call it, Ben Sinnett. We're going to be fine.
Sabrina.
We're going to be fine.
That play calling is a little bit sketchy too, Sabrina. I'm sorry. He gonna have to do a little bit. We was praising him in the beginning. I don't know if he flipped the page. I don't know if he stopped, thinking it out or planning for the week. But that play calling is a little bit suspect. I feel like they were taking more opportunity and chances on 1st and 2nd downs. You can't be 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd. It's gonna be 3 and out. You gotta prevent it from being. You gotta prevent from getting to 3rd and anything more than 2.
Yeah, I think
hopefully don't get to 3rd down at all. That's preferable. Just keep it real. That don't always happen. But that play calling a little bit sketchy. That's all I'm saying. We can pull that in a little bit and get back to whatever we was doing the first 7 weeks. Because it wasn't. People say it was our schedule. It wasn't all schedule. There were moments of glory, moments of uniqueness, moments of improvement that I saw in the play calling and the players. So let's get back to whatever energy we had before that Panther game. Let's get back to that.
And so I do agree with you. I do think it's partially play calling too. He's to get more creative. He needs to figure it out. But I also think that people they have more film on us now. And so they can, yeah. I think it's a combination of the two things.
I'm just gonna say this. 3 are the best divisions in football. Anybody new to watching football, keep your eye on these divisions. Keep your eye on the NFC West. Bring it, chime in from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eye on the AFC North and our division. Because it's a gamble. And now this year we can add the NFC West. I mean the NFC North.
That's the one I was going to say.
It's a gamble. Because let me tell you, you see them Browns, you see Jameis, praying Jameis, take out Russell.
How he say the battle?
What?
How he say the battle is the lowest? I got the horse. I got the battle.
You see praying Jameis, take out Russell. I was like, what is going on? What kind of is this April Fool's Day?
Playing out there in the snow. He was like a little kid. Anyway, yeah, I was happy for him. He seems like a decent dude. I don't know about knowing that he's all the way up on top of the football echelon, but I like him as a person.
You can't have you can't have the same amount of interceptions and touchdowns and be anybody echelon.
Right. You said echelon. You funny.
Yeah. And that NFC North. Oh, they probably got 3 going this year.
Oh, for sure.
They got 3 going there. I'm watching all those games. So my red zone is on 1,000 this year.
Let's get into the games for this week real quick.
Okay. Let's do our division first.
Our division first. Okay. So the Giants are playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, of course, in Dallas.
Do we have to?
Right there. You see it?
I'm going to eat my turkey early, so I don't have to throw up on this time. Because this is ridiculous. We got to pick one. And they probably feeling themselves after with the luck they done had. You know what? And certain superstars need to keep their behind. I promise not to mention their names because I don't like none of them but Wale. But when we having a game, we playing the Cowboys, don't visit us. Because y'all, I don't believe in jinxes and all that. But something happened. Even Stephen A was like, what just happened? I was with him with that one.
Yeah.
Don't come visit us. Stay home. Watch us on TV. We don't need y'all in the stadium. It's the raggedy stadium in the NFL anyway. Don't visit us.
Eagles and Ravens. In Baltimore. I'm going with Baltimore.
Let me tell you why. Because that Baltimore
I just thought about something. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just thought about that's going to be Saquon against King Henry. That's going to be a good one.
So I'm going to edge it out to the Ravens. But Sabrina, we need the Ravens to whoop them, but it wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm just picking the Ravens by sheer will. Come on, Ravens, let's go.
I hope that pass, that run defense hold his butt, like he swaddle him like a newborn baby. That's what I want them to do. Don't let them through the line. Get them.
And then the last NFC East game is the Titans coming here to DMV to play the Commanders.
I'm going to pick the Commanders. But if this go down any other way, we're going to have some extra, next week because, I got the Commanders, but they got to get it together.
All right, so let's pick the other 2 real quick, the Thanksgiving games. We can go into our Thanksgiving segment real quick and close this thing out. The Bears against the Lions. Detroit got to play every Thanksgiving. The Bears against... Why are we wasting our time?
They gone, man. Remember how John Mann used to get them the drumsticks when they win you know what I'm saying? Man, that turkey gonna have 8 legs. They're gonna be gobbling all day. Them Bears is done. You know what I'm saying? There's no way.
Right.
They keep the Lions. I got the Detroit by at least 20.
Yeah, and how they say, of course, yes, any given Sunday, I can hear people saying that, but just like the Cowboys and the Commanders, we never thought that would happen. Have to be something like that because ain't no way. No, that's even worse. There's no
gonna happen. Woo!
And then the last game on Thanksgiving, because we talked about the Giants and the Cowboys, the Dolphins at the Packers in Green Bay. I feel like Green Bay has been on a bit of a roll. I think that they're going to win at home on Thanksgiving. I pick the Packers.
Okay. I'll follow you on this one.
You said that like I don't care. All right, and so Thanksgiving's coming up, and I thought Gwen was going to come spend it with me, but she's going up to somebody else's house. I'm not going to be salty, even though I am. Okay. So
My heart was in the right place this one.
no
Listen,
one ain't your heart and your body gonna be able to
no,
somebody
but
else. Y'all see how I'm
listen to
acting?
this. My ex-husband passed away this year. His mother lost her first child. My mom is in the hospital. I don't, so I was gonna go to Sabrina's house. But right before I was ready to confirm, my ex-mother-in-law called me and said, would you like to have us? I think she wanted to be around the twins. That's her only piece remaining of her child. The first real holiday, family holiday since he passed away. I thought I had to honor her this one time.
Okay,
That's
I'm not
the
gonna be a
truth.
bad salty cousin. Okay.
That's the truth. So my heart is to love on her with our presence.
And so okay, and so for
I have to
Thanksgiving,
come to Sabrina's house on Friday because some say Sabrina, that macaroni and cheese her mother make, good God Almighty.
yeah, my
It's
mom makes
better on
really
a
good
Saturday.
macaroni.
So Sabrina, look for me Friday.
Okay, or Saturday, Sunday, whatever. No,
No, I'm coming to
it'll
get
be
my
gone
place,
by then.
man. Sabrina make this roast.
Oh, I'm definitely making the beef roast.
Oh, you making it?
Gotta make the beef roast.
Sabrina, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Do this for me. Put some string beans to the side. Joy making the chocolate cake. And
Yes.
the yellow chocolate cake. Come on here. I might be there after I leave Lula's house.
You're gonna be too full for that. Look,
Come on here. I want the roast. I get off at 1 o'clock on Friday. I will be at your house.
you so
Bells
silly.
on.
Anyway,
I'm
so
coming. I want my roast, my mac and cheese, my greens, and tell Joy save me a piece of that. When her daughter made this cake that had 3 legs to it.
it's just good. Yeah.
And the chocolate in the middle. I said, who made this cake?
Yeah.
I did so. And I'm not cooking. First time I'm not cooking. I'm the roll and soda person. I ain't never been so grateful.
Why my mother tell me this year? She said, I don't feel like cooking. We go in the Golden Corral. I said, that's the devil. No, we won't. No, we won't.
You get tomato poison on a holiday?
No, I mean, Golden Corral is cool. Not on no Thanksgiving. I'm not I'm able
it's
to.
really cool on a regular day. I'm sorry.
That's the whole, we're running out of time. That's a whole nother subject. On that note,
we want to say happy holiday.
Yeah.
We hope everybody have a safe, blessed holiday. It's time for us as families to come together. Let's put all our differences aside and love on each other. So with that being said, I'm Gwen.
I'm Sabrina.
Have a blessed and safe holiday. Bye.